Hey guys, just wanted to start off this video. Gonna be pretty much doing Audi stuff. Gonna get some oil to get that thing in the shop because I don't got the space to drop the subframe to change out the oil gasket or the oil pan gasket. And then got some goodies for, you guys don't know about the car yet, but another car. So yeah. Oh yeah, now that the wedding is over, about a couple weeks after the wedding, now that it's over, I now have more time to genuinely make videos. So I'm gonna try to add a little bit more structure instead of just me filming, picking up the camera throughout the week, like this weekend. I'm gonna be doing a couple things with the Audi, and yeah, we'll be going over some of that stuff in a bit. All right, so I was supposed to drain the oil on the 90 and double check that it was leaking oil, and you know, take it to the shop and whatever. So in fact, it was not leaking oil because it was a little above where it should have been for oil. And when I just, you know, threw new fluid in there, I'll insert the clip. Literally it just sounds like the engine's done. So it's not really worth fixing to me, as long as I can still drive it into the garage at some point to swap it. But it's just not it right now. I don't feel like taking it to a shop to have them dump a bunch of time into it and me dump a bunch of money into it just to take out the engine and do all that stuff. Better note, do have a new vehicle. I gotta double check if I put it in one of the videos or not, but got rid of the truck and got something else right before my wedding, and it's this. It's a 2014 Audi A6 Quattro. It's the Prestige model, and let me tell you, this thing is, well, besides it being dirty as fuck right now, genuinely nice car. The supercharged V6 all-wheel drive, bone stock. Besides the wheels, I forgot what model those comes on, but they also got like wheel spacers. But yeah, this thing is very dope. The only sucky thing is this screen doesn't go down, and then I also got an emissions code right now for whatchamacallit, the secondary air injection pump. But aside from all that, like, this thing is, so when I was trying to open it, I ended up grabbing this trim piece and popping it up as I was trying to pop the hood. But yeah, supercharged V6. I got some goodies for it right now too. I'll show you those in a second. But yeah, no, this thing's quick. This thing's a quick little car. Little as it is in like 4,000-ish pounds, I'm pretty sure, but it's a good, sweet car. Can't really leave it how it is. So got some I got this car with the intention of only doing minimalistic things, because I wanted the stock car to be, you know, fun, and it is. But I want to get a little bit more pep in its step, so I ended up going ahead and ordering a couple things. I got this part for the intake. I got a cold air intake. I got down pipes, and then I have a tune as well. And that's the extent of what that car is gonna get, just because I don't want to like really trick it out. Like, I want it to be like the Colorado, where I had to do a very few things to it, spruced it up. And yeah, the only other thing is tint, but every car needs tint. So yeah, gonna be putting these on in this video. And yeah, so also with the 90 not running right, I guess, I'm gonna not work on that V6 engine no more and just completely focus on the 5-cylinder, because I'm not going to put money into an engine that's just going to get removed, and especially kind of some of the work it needs I can't really do here, so it just wouldn't be smart. But I did get a full tie rod for it. I need to throw that on because one of them is seized. Yeah, I might be able to return some of that engine stuff I did get for the V6, because honestly I wouldn't want to keep it to rebuild it either. I'd much rather get literally the same engine that's in the A6, or the S4s, the 3-liter supercharged V6, and build up one of those. And I was considering that for the swap for the 90, but no one's really done that, and there's be a lot more fabrication than I'd be willing to do, and the 5-cylinders are a pretty common swap on those. So I'm just gonna do that. Still waiting on to get pistons, and then the cylinder head is pretty much taken care of, besides the fact that I might be rebuilding it. Just still gotta wait to get it. So some things that I gotta take care of before put all the stuff on the A6. I'd go to my storage unit, get all the used oil out of there, and take them to a place where, you know, they can get recycled, and kind of clean up that spot a little bit. I'm gonna wash the car, get some groceries, and then a little bit when the sun gets a little past my house, I'm gonna start doing some work. I'm gonna do the intake and tune first, and then I'm gonna do the downpipes when the car is way more cooled off, because I don't feel like burning myself on exhaust parts. And I think that also will take the longest. So between the last video that I posted, which I believe was the Yamaha, I did end up selling that the other day. Just didn't really have time for it as much as I wanted to. To you guys, it was like just a video, and you know, and whatever. But for me, I've had that for like however long. So did want to film some more dirt bike stuff, but I don't know how likely that is, just because I still have not gotten a GoPro. Haven't really made the effort. Yeah, so I did go wash my car. I didn't do it that good. I didn't film any of it because there was like a shit ton of people there, and I didn't want to be that guy like on my phone. So just gotta run one more errand, and I might be throwing on the intake and the tune today, and I think I might leave the downpipes for tomorrow, because I probably won't have time to do all that today. So at the very least, intake and tune are going on. Film that, of course. We got her all prepped, almost. I'm gonna start laying out these parts and start taking shit off. Started unscrewing it, and this came up really easily, so I don't think this was really put down to begin with, unfortunately. It's all right though. It's all right though. It's all right though. All right. So now that that's pretty much lifted up, might as well start. Said however many screws everywhere, but it doesn't look like there's any screws anywhere. So yeah, this isn't even tight. Wow. All right. Cool. So this isn't even connected. Oh, so that's cool. Whoever had this car before just put that in there, and okay, probably from the car wash. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. Yep. Another amazing gift from the previous owner. A T27 bit. According to my mother, that intake was also barely on there. I wonder how this air filter looks too. Wouldn't be surprised if that thing's not fully on. So this could be the reason for my check engine light for the secondary air injection system, because some monkey put some crummy filter on that, zip tied it, broke the seal, so now stuff was able to get into it. And then, cool, that grommets busted. That one's fine, that one's fine. And then on top of the fact that everything is barely on there. Trying to figure out, okay. Trying to figure out how these pieces go in together. I want to think like this, but I don't see that. Darn it. Keep dropping it. Basically the opposite of what I was doing. There we go. There we go. There we go. So pretty much, I'm gonna grab this piece. And it has to go. Has to go through this hole right here, or well, this has to go like that through there. And then I gotta put the nut and washer on, and then take this bad boy, slip her on. There we go. Now should be pretty much all ready. I'm gonna take this. Let's hope this is proper. It's gonna be as close as I can get. All right. Now, the fun parts. So I'm just securing this lot to this this A6. I just gotta screw this down. I'll lock this thing in. Really don't want it to be like the old intake, apparently how messy and fucked up it is. Alright, so this part is step one, call it complete. One is complete now. This needs to there we go. All right, so this sucker is in. Now I just need to set up the secondary air hose, and then that elbow, and then the filter. Let's see if we can figure this. Alright, so that's gonna be fun to try to. There we go. Way better. I got some good stuff with that, and that came off. Alright, so gonna have to figure out some way. Ooh. Okay, so we got something to work with. Got some rubber rings. I don't know if they're nearly as big as that though. I don't think they are. That. Ooh, maybe I might be able to stretch it too. That's the closest I'm gonna get. That one. Okay, that one's literally the same. Which one's thicker? Guess one's thicker. We'll just take both of them. My phone ran out of storage, so this might be a sign also that I need to get a new camera instead of the phone. Ooh. Chunky girl. All right. This one will be. Hopefully. That looks like it's already about to pop out. Yep, it did. With some minor convincing, it's on there. Phone's getting kind of hot, so I didn't really film this part because it's kind of irritating. Got all that buttoned up. Now it's just time for the filter. All right, so also have this carbon lid for it. Makes it look a little bit nicer rather than that shit. So yeah, now I'm gonna tune it or flash it and then give her a little test drive. Oh yeah, plus I had to put this piece back on. Kind of forgot how much of it I filmed yesterday for the intake because my phone just kept on running out of storage. I didn't film the tune because there was nothing to film at all and I was using my phone to tune it. So, but I'm gonna move my car into the driveway so I can get some time to work on it, put some down pipes on it, and yeah. All right, so got the car in the driveway on some ramps. I was just underneath the car to kind of assess what I need to do, and it's a tight fit. And also with it being, you know, European, they got like covers over everything, so I might have to remove that. Kind of hoping that I don't, but it's also like still super cramped, so we'll see. I also figured out what was wrong with my storage just because I kept all the, you know, all the YouTube video stuff, the previous videos on my phone, and then like the thing that I used to edit. So it was like 2 copies on my phone, so I had to delete all of it. And I mean, like I still got it on YouTube, so yeah. So might try to genuinely invest in some sort of camera so I don't have to use my phone and use all my phone storage because I don't got like the crazy big storage. So yeah. Another thing is, these things are pretty light. Might save some weight on the car as well. Might have saved some with the intake. Maybe like not even a whole pound with the intake. But yeah, these downpipes might actually save some weight considering they delete like one of the resonators or something. But yeah, I think I might do one side at a time to just kind of focus on it. I wasn't kidding, this being a crazy tight fit. Like look at all that. All this covered. And the entire way down the driveway, just covered up. And then this, I don't know what I did. And then in here is where I gotta get my hands and everything, so yeah. Got that stupid cover off. Opened it up quite a bit more. But holy moly, man, I feel like I'm one of them cave divers. Shit, not it. Hindsight 2020. I got one side kind of loose on the front of the front end. This end. Got all the nuts off. Looking at it, I might as well just go back under and do the other half and then do both of them. I thought I was cooking, but I'm not. After like, God knows how long, all the nuts are finally off. Took literally, like, the thing is, like, this is like a really straightforward thing, but it's one of those like jobs where it's like one bolt takes like 4 hours, and it's getting there. So halfway done, technically. Just got to do the back half. Easiest part to get to, and then just finagle those things in there, and done, hopefully. Finally got them bitches out. Only took me like however long because I was just kind of sitting on my phone, being lazy. But yeah, so this is gonna definitely put a little bit more pep in its step with still making it like not crazy quiet. So yeah, it's gonna be perfect. Just finished. I apologize for not really filming, working on it, because I felt like a cave explorer. Let me say that again. Like, no room, no nothing. I was getting pissed off. You would have seen me at my worst. But yeah, I can't believe we have all this extra hardware afterwards too. Go around the block. Didn't make a crazy difference or nothing. Might get a video of it driving later. Might kind of want to Slurpee. All right, so thing kind of look back at the video. It does sound a little different, and driving it now I do hear it a little bit more because I'm actually kind of laying down on it. See if I can get a pull. And do a little pull right here. Mexico. I was kind of never done it one-handed before. Also got to be careful over here because it's a residential area in Mexico. I don't know if you could really even hear the exhaust on the mic, but Shorty was kind of screaming right there. Do one more. It's definitely like the fastest car I've ever owned, because all my vehicles have always been trucks that take like a million years to get to 60, or an Integra. The Integra that I had was actually pretty sweet. Learned manual on that thing, but kind of messed it up before I got rid of it, and I didn't really do much with it. But yeah, no, this thing definitely hauls. And hearing the supercharger is pretty sweet. So one thing I miss about my other Dodge, my 3rd gen, that hearing that turbo every time I laid down on it to get to 20 miles an hour was always pretty sweet. And this thing just not a Hellcat, but hearing that supercharger is pretty sweet. Or like not flooring it the entire time, and I wasn't. In both the pulls I did, I wasn't flooring it by any means. Didn't want to mess something up because I just did these things to it, and with the stuff that I found with the intake and whatnot, God only knows if this thing's gonna be able to take much more abuse. So yeah, gotta try to not go crazy with pulls and all that. And this is not a race car by any means. It's a modded regular traffic, if anything. So yeah, I'm gonna kind of wrap it up for this video. I don't really see myself buying any other projects for this foreseeable future, unless I do sell my dirt bike and get something else. but not really wanting to get too much of a project anyways, just because I want to focus on the 90. And with it being kind of acting gay now, kind of makes me want to put a little bit more hustle in my 5-cylinder. So yeah, but I'm not sure. I'll find something else to kind of film about, because I don't want to just kind of film a bunch of mumbo jumbo anymore. I want to have like actual structured content. So maybe, I don't know, I'll make a list. Yeah, see ya.